What is going on, everybody? It's your friend Degen Rips here, coming at you with another PSA grade reveal. And before that, I have a pretty mind-blowing and surreal announcement, and that's that PSA has decided to partner with yours truly. Apparently, they've really enjoyed my grading reveal videos I've been doing lately. And before I get into what this partnership entails, I just want you all to know, and this is extremely important to me and was extremely important to get this point across to them, and they were accepting of it. They said the same to me, and that is that absolutely nothing about my attitude is going to change, nothing about my unfiltered opinions, nothing about my ability to be impartial and objective. None of that is going to change, even though I'm partnered with them, and they're totally cool with that. So that was one of the biggest staples that were a part of this partnership, and I'm extremely grateful for that they're letting me be myself. So nothing is changing, nothing about how I talk about PSA. If I get a grade I don't agree with, trust me, I'm going to let them have it still. I get no special treatment, no special grading opportunity, no special deals, no special things being overlooked. I told them, objective, everything stays the same, and that was extremely important to me. So now getting into what the partnership entails, I'm going to get a promo code, DGen25, and you're going to type in this promo code on the billing and shipping segment of your submission when you're checking out, and $25 off your first order. If you've ever been on the fence and you've wanted to try PSA grading, $25 off is pretty much a free card. You take that free card, you get a 10 and sell it. The whole submission's free now. $25 off your first submission. And, I mean, look, if you're not a first-time grader with PSA, I'm sure you've got a wife. I'm sure you've got a husband. I'm sure you've got a dog, a friend, someone that you could sign up and have use the code wink wink. And yeah, so pretty damn exciting. DGen25 at the billing and shipping part of your checkout. And just to reiterate, I love you guys so much. I love my viewers. I will never mislead you. I will never betray your trust. I'm saying 100 authentic and impartial no matter what. And PSA is number one in grading. Whether you love them, hate them, or just like them, you got to use them. And there you go, DGen25. Let's get into this video. And thank you guys all so much for, they never would have seen my videos, nothing, if it wasn't for you guys. And just very special, very, very special and crazy and surreal. So let's get into this. All right. 10 cards. Love these 10 card specials because I could be quick. And I know I yapped a lot at the beginning. I like my videos shorter. Yapped a lot just because it's pretty big deal for me. So, all right, first off, Bryce Young. That's a nice variation no huddle. Again, these rookies coming up in this class, they all have pretty hard schedules their first couple games. I'm just trying to buy these cards, grade them, get a good performance or two out of these players, and then flip it. Kind of take advantage of the new season hype and these guys maybe showing some promise like Bryce Young. He is, there's got to be a reason they picked him first overall. And here's another guy that could be one of the next first overall picks. This is Carson Beck, wild card. Don't love that. Usually when you grade cards, you want to minimize the amount of black edges, corners, because you could see the damage pretty easily, the whiteness of it pretty easily. So there is a 1 of 1 from Wildcard Gold Diamond. 1 of 1 Carson Beck auto. I've been buying a lot of his cards the last 2 months because Georgia's debuting at number 1 on the AP poll. College football playoffs are going to be amazing and exciting. They're going to bring in a lot of new eyes to college ball. And I just think Georgia will be right smack in the middle of that, number one. And seen a lot of mock drafts where he's going number one overall or being the first quarterback off the board. So, yeah. This card really just, I think it just got a 9 for none other than it's all black around it, and I've learned my lesson, stay away from that. But otherwise, it looked really nice. Again, I love these first overall picks. If you haven't realized, there's Paige Beckers. I think it's one of those, is how you say it. But all I know is she's got a lot of hype. She is going to be the first overall pick, probably in the WNBA draft. That is a Ray Wave to 100 of her first Bowman on UConn. And she could, again, very well be the first overall pick in the WNBA draft. Paige Buchers, just a lovely looking card. She's beautiful. She's got over 1 million followers on Instagram. And I just, you know what? When it comes to basketball right now, other than Wembanyama, buying rookies just hasn't been that good. It hasn't been very lucrative. It hasn't been very profitable. All right, here's another one. I must be 0 for 5 on these orange disco cards in Prism this year. I don't know what it is. I mean, it looks centered to me. It looks on the back corners look okay. I just really think they kind of just flipped a coin here and were like, you know what? We already gave him 3 10s. Let's throw a 9 in there. Balance it out. This one is infuriating. This is an infuriating grade because I'm big on Bo Nix. And I've been proven right by how he's been in the preseason. Got the starting job. And this got a 6. I literally have no idea. I know I am not submitting cards that are damaged. Corners are sharp. The back, I just don't see anything wrong with the corners. I don't know how this gets a 6 and not a 9 or an 8. The centering, I mean, is not terrible. Thought maybe it worse a 9. But this is a crack and maybe regrade. But there's Bo Nix. I just love Bo Nix. And in future submissions, I've got a lot of Bo Nix. Their win total is only 5.5. So by a guy like Bo Nix, he already has extremely low expectations. It's not hard for him to beat those expectations with Sean Payton. He's got decent enough guys to throw the ball to. Mims, Sutton. I forget the tight end's name, but again, I just think I think he's an upgrade from Russell Wilson. That guy is washed. All right, Puka. There we go, a neon green 10. These come out of the mega boxes. And love Puka. He's going to be a big favorite in fantasy this year. He's already going in the first round in fantasy, which is insane. You got guys like Puka and Amon-Ra St. Brown going in the first round of fantasy this year. These guys were not even close to first round picks in their real NFL draft. So it just goes to show you for these teams that go all in on skills players in the first round. You don't really have to. There's plenty of talent there in the later rounds. Puka and Amon-Ra. Here's a Bryce Young. Green Wave again. I just don't know what the hell warrants a 9 out of this. But we got a 9. Green Wave. I've struck out entirely on these green waves. I hit a 10 on a Stroud one once, and then I think I'm like 0 for 4, 0 for 5 on the Bryce Youngs and whoever else I've graded the green waves of. But there you go, Bryce Young, green wave. And 9s, man, 9s are definitely either on the endangered list or totally extinct. And here is, man, really wanted a 10 on this. I mean, you want a 10 on all of them, but I could see this top to bottom centering is off. But these were from the Fanatics exclusives mega boxes. Thought I'd get away with one here. Snag a 10. They're pretty short printed. Purple Pulsar. Love the Pulsars. Better than the waves. They just look cool in the light. But yeah, Purple Pulsar, Puka. I've definitely had way better luck, surprisingly, grading Optic. I thought it would be the other way around and Prism would be easier to grade, but Optic is way easier to grade than Prism, at least for me in football this year. I'd like to hear what you guys have to, what your experience with that has been. But Purple Pulsar, Puka, just going all in on NFL before the season. Really want to capitalize on the hype. And then I'll be really kind of zoning in on some NBA stuff, women's basketball stuff, Juju Watkins, Paige Buchers, while everyone is focused on the NFL, locked in on the NFL and college football. Now's the time to pick up some basketball stuff. So these all football submissions are definitely not going to be the next couple of submissions. There's definitely going to be a lot of basketball, women's basketball in particular. But Neon Green Puka, again, such a sick card. Puka is a star, bona fide superstar. Everyone loves him in fantasy football this year. First round. People are going to be attached to him, and I'll be sure to sell this after maybe week 1 or week 2. People could always get hurt, so you want to just take your profits when you can. Keep rolling it into more profits. I don't know why this has some kind of sticky wrapping on this, but again, just a cool card. This is a Brock Purdy to 30. It's just such a sick card. It is not a rookie, but that's just a cool card. And I personally love Brock Purdy. The guy defied all odds. Counted out, last pick in the draft. Beat out a guy they traded up to get him in the first round. Came out of nowhere, took him to a Super Bowl, lost to Mahomes, which is, nothing to be ashamed about. He is probably the second greatest quarterback ever. Could end up being the first one day. You really don't know. He's going for a three-peat. But I love the story of Brock Purdy. His story is, if you watch pro wrestling, story is everything. And it translates to all sports. Just a good storyline. There's nothing like it. And Brock Purdy's got one of the best storylines in the NFL right now. Thick card. But yes, Spectrus. And there you have it, everybody. 10 cards. I'll do my breakdown, and just really wanted to thank you guys. It's pretty surreal. PSA wanted to work with me. And again, my part of the bargain was just more grade reveal videos. And I was already planning on doing that. So expect a lot more grade reveal videos, and I've asked you guys over and over, and you all seem to really enjoy it. So I was extremely nervous making this video, and I'm going to get this out. And again, Degen25, when you're checking out for your first time grading submission, you get $25 off. That's a whole free card graded. And if you've graded for the first time already with PSA, like I said, I guarantee you know someone in your life who did not, and you could help them and make their account for them as I kind of nudge you with my elbow to the side. But there you have it. About a year ago, I contacted SGC. I wanted to work with them. I did. They're very local. They're in Boca. 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes for me. And they were nice, but they said, you're not a breaker. You don't live stream. You don't do breaks. We're looking for breakers. And sorry, we're not going to work with you. And a year later, PSA reached out to me. So, guys, sometimes the best revenge is just working hard, and good things will come. So thank you, guys. Peace.
Degen Rips with his fingertips. He'll go broke by the end of this.